clarify that, is it okay if I ask you guys a real question? Okay, so how many of you got started in this business to separate yourself from the masses? Okay, raise them high, raise them high. To accomplish something in your life that you couldn't if you stayed on that track, yes? So why then do we then go back and compare ourselves to the masses and then feel like we're out of balance? That's not the life you wanted anyway. So why are we comparing ourselves to the masses? Just people who aren't being educated in this realm of what balance means, they think that balance is that all areas are getting the same time, attention, and energy, and you're just feeling like, yes. Right? How many of you think that's what balance is? And that's what you've been chasing and you've never seen it, right? Okay, that's the unicorn. You will never get it. You will never catch it, okay? Don't tell my 7-year-old that unicorns aren't real. She's still looking for one, but you're not going to catch it, okay? So balance for real in this business is when you have an individual definition of what it is, because your time, your attention, your energy are proportionally allotted to your values and your goals and your stage of life.
A couple practical tips in terms of this. If you're in it for the long term, you're going to have phases, so sometimes you just got to make it through. You got to make it to the next step, and you guys did it. You're here. Kevin Bell talks about his number one rule in business is to survive. You got to survive. And sometimes you're thriving and hammer it and stuff like that. Sometimes you're just surviving. And you all are here. We're preaching to the choir. Give it up for yourselves for surviving, because if you fade away, if you quit, if you give up, if you let the stresses of life get to you, then you have no chance. You're not going to accomplish the dreams that you want if you don't survive. Okay, so think long term and survive. Number 2 is survival's not enough. Survival is not enough. At some point in time, you got to push forward, have the work ethic, and make it happen. So a couple of quick tips for you, outside of not speaking after Joe and Roxy, is operate with a shared calendar. I know that's something that's really important to us, is putting things on there, family events, people you need to reach out to, people you need to call, appointments, things like that. Obviously, booking your calendar for business stuff, having boundaries with your time. When you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. So give other people the opportunity to volunteer for this committee or that sports team or whatever, so you can have the mental space and energy to build your business. With technology, it's never been easier. You can have our kids are pretty active, you can have a family event, we have an event at 6 o'clock, a baseball game or a soccer game or something like that, but I can still have 3 meetings that night. I'll do a meet and greet at 4, I'll have another meeting or a follow-up at 8:30, and I'll have another one at 9:30. You can still be really productive if you're disciplined about it. So number 2 is have really good habits that serve you. Have great habits that serve you. I operate with a task list. It's got my non-negotiables on there, like Christy talked about. I'm going to read. I'm going to listen. I'm going to do my connect messages. I'm going to say my affirmations. I'm going to write my goals. I'm going to make a connection every day. I'm going to make a call. It's got those things listed out to make it sustainable. It may sound like a lot, but I already committed to it.